We were a fiscally sponsored project of another nonprofit, which was called the North St. Anne Schools Foundation. And in order to have some freedom to have our own direction and set our own destiny, it became clear that eventually we should have our own nonprofit organization, our own, it's a 501c3 public charity. We always had it defined as part of that relationship that we could eventually roll off and form our own nonprofit. Taking the original mission of supporting school music education, you could expand that. You didn't have to just always give money if you had money to distribute, but you could also support in other ways. For example, this idea of having artists go into schools, expose students to professional musicians right there in their school, have them interact with the musicians and ask questions, etc. It wasn't just about entertainment, it was also about education. So that became sort of the second leg in the stool, if you will, for keeping the beat. The third piece was I found that a lot of people didn't realize some of the value of music education purely from a research standpoint.
A study conducted by Queen's University established a definite link between arts education, academic success, literacy, and numeracy. According to other studies compiled by the College Board, students involved in the arts scored higher on SAT exams.
There's study after study that shows the value of music education as it relates to skill sets across the board, math, social skills, communication skills.
Students involved in arts also display more tolerance for different racial groups, demonstrate a deeper commitment to community, and watch less TV.
There's just no words to describe how important the role of music played in my own life. The music itself gave me a way and the opportunity to communicate with people in a way that I'd never been able to do before. And I think that was extremely helpful in what I'm doing now as an occupation as a director and a producer, that I learned communication skills really through the art of music.
Dr. Gina Brown, in her study When the Bow Breaks, found that children and youth involved in the arts use up to 50% less social, justice, and health services. The arts encourage imagination and creativity, both important skills in problem solving.
With music, it really trains you to have a good attention span in order to be successful at it. You have to sit with it. You have to develop strategies on how to work with it. You have to break it down. You have to play things slowly. You have to know things in your mind and then communicate it to your hands to do. And then once they've learned their craft, they can be a part of a community, that they all have to be in the same beat. Music is an incredible thing, and besides all of that, it's fun.